to take the necessary precautions to avoid health complications. For conditions, visit our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service and follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Dane Charles.
Wrong number 2, baby. Hands up there. Yeah, man.
From every corner of the world comes the DBS 1350 Total News.
Good afternoon and welcome to the DBS Lunchtime News. In the headlines, PAHO makes significant contribution to strengthening health surveillance and digital health systems in Dominica. From the region, new visa requirement announced for St. Lucia travel to Ireland. And internationally, Britain unveils sweeping ban on social media for under 16s. I'm Alian Christopher. The details when we return.
Are you worried about how you're going to get to your next destination or important appointment, special event, a new date, but you are stranded? No ride, no bus, nowhere, and look, rain falling. What would you do? Look no further than Carlton Phillip Bonus Rental. Tansa, whatever your destination or translation or transactions, be it personal, business, leisure, pleasure, sightseeing, adventures, weddings, and family vacations, whatever satisfies your personal driving needs in Dominica, think Bonus Rental from Carlton Phillip Fonkole. Top of the line customer service, unbeatable prices, helpful and friendly staff. Renting a bonus vehicle has never been easier. It's all full service. And look, we've got your rental keys already at hand. Carlton Phillips, so prepare for memories that will last a lifetime. So go choose your bonus, get your bonus, rent your bonus, drive your bonus from Carlton Phillips Motor Pool of Fonkole. Now it's your bonus. Go drive safely in your bonus.
You've worked hard to build your dream home. Now it's time to protect it with ICWI's A-Plus Homeowners Policy. From hurricane damage to unexpected losses, we've got you covered with the best homeowners protection in the region. Protect your most valuable asset with coverage for what matters most when it matters the most. ICWI, we know insurance. You know you're protected. ICWI, serving you is all we do. Visit ICWI.com or call 767-440-4294. Visit us on 13 Castle Street in Roseau and on the corner of Harbour Lane and Holland Street, Portsmouth, or any of our agents.
DBS News.
Welcome back. The Pan-American Health Organization, PAHO, has made a significant contribution to strengthening health surveillance and digital health systems in Dominica. The health organization donated 20 computer units, including laptops and desktop computers, in a bid to support disease surveillance, data management, and the strengthening of primary healthcare services. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Dr. Kira Paul, said the ministry was grateful for the support from PAHO.
As you know, real-time data and reporting on disease monitoring and outbreaks is critical to ensure that the ministry responds in a timely manner, and of course to support policy and operational decisions. So we are very grateful for the support from PAHO in the provision of these pieces of equipment that will be deployed primarily to the health clinics where data is expected to be generated from. And that's very interesting and supportive of our efforts now with the health management information system that we will be rolling out pretty soon. The health centers, we expect information to be collected and collated to an extent and input on the health management information system, and they can only do so by moving away from manual-based system to having a computer-based system where there is a lot of efficiency. So we are very grateful.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Dr. Kira Paul. PAHO Country Program Specialist is Dr. Nicole Slack-Liburd.
We are pleased to provide this donation of 15 laptops and 5 desktops to support the EMTCC program, which is part of the Maternal and Child Health Program. And of course, by extension, will strengthen the primary healthcare system here in Dominica. And as you said, we'll be distributing over the next few weeks these items to the various primary healthcare facilities. We are pleased to do that. And we've also heard about HMIS and how this will strengthen and I suppose, support and contribute to the expansion of this program, but also in our digital strengthening of the system here in Dominica. So we continue to provide not only the hardware to ensure strengthening of the primary healthcare system, but of course the technical assistance. So we continue to work with your technical counterparts in the various fields in primary healthcare, including your nurses, of course, your DMOs, etc., and the wider team by extension that works in this field of elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV, syphilis, and hepatitis B.
And that is PAHO Country Program Specialist Dr. Nicole Slack-Liburd. Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett has responded to questions over the delay in the restructuring of teachers at primary schools. Recently, the president of the Dominica Association of Teachers, Mervyn Alexander, said teachers at secondary schools were restructured and a promise was given to do the same for primary schools. However, Prime Minister Scarrett says there are many factors to be considered before implementing the restructuring process.
You have a situation where some schools almost have more teachers than students. And then the government has been holding the strain so that we do not have a situation where we have to retrench any teacher. Because you have a school with what? 17 people, students with 8 or 9 teachers and a principal. And so that aspect of it, that consideration has complicated the process of the new structure at the primary school level. Because you now have to look at the student population in terms of size vis-a-vis another school that's 150 to one that has 15 or 25 and dwindling. The reality is the best economic decision a government will make, if you're looking at dollars and cents, would be to close several schools. But the government understands the importance of a school in a community, and then we're holding on to the schools. And the other issue is, take my constituency, for example, and my village, Vickers. We have both the Tebow Primary School and the Vickers Primary School in the same building. But you have 2 principals, and cumulatively, for the 2 schools, you're talking about maybe less than 50 students. So all of these things now have created a complication. That's why there has been a non-implementation, or pause rather, to see how we can achieve this desired objective of creating a better management structure at the primary schools and not in effect affecting the numerical number of teachers in the school system.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett. Leader of the United Progressive Party, Joshua Francis, says his party will wait for an announcement by Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett before deciding whether it participates in a by-election in Roseau North. The Roseau North seat has been made vacant after Miriam Blanchard resigned as parliamentary representative on Friday, paving the way for a by-election.
The United Progressive Party has met over the past couple of days to discuss a number of issues concerning the Roseau North constituency since the resignation of Miss Miriam Blanchard as parliamentary representative for the Roseau North constituency. There were several questions that were considered, one of which is whether the Prime Minister of Dominica would trigger a by-election or a general election. As we know, under the constitutional legal provision of Dominica, a by-election would have to be called within 90 days from the date of resignation or acceptance of resignation by the Speaker of the House, as it were, and or the Prime Minister constitutionally can dissolve the House of Parliament at his own discretion at any time. And therefore, we would not be surprised if the Prime Minister takes an opportunity to call a general election instead of a by-election. But again, we are just speculating. So because we are not sure whether we are going to have a by-election or a general election, the United Progressive Party is awaiting the announcement by the Prime Minister of Dominica concerning his Dominica Labour Party's reaction or decision concerning the Rosenhoff constituency. If it's a by-election, then the United Progressive Party will take the necessary step in the interest of the people of Rosenhoff and Dominica and will announce its position on the matter.
Leader of the United Progressive Party, Joshua Francis. That's the national focus. Stay tuned for news from the region and the world. Up next.
Husband and wife in bed chatting quietly. Husband asking his wife, "Are you ready?" Wife with a smile on her face said, "Yes, I'm always ready and more than ready." The question is, are you ready? Husband replied, "Ready like Freddy. I'm always prepared." It was Duvanjou, so she asked him, "What time is it, Huzzy?" Husband replied, "Time to upgrade." She shouted, "What? On my birthday?" And her smile turned to a serious frown. "Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again." Husband says, "Well, I guess you won't get that brand new vehicle from Carlton Phillip as I promised." When she heard those romantic words, her piquant stand up, her eyes started to glow, her face light up like dumbling. But she thought she was being dumped on her birthday and being replaced. Then they embraced and hugged and kissed some more. Head straight to Carlton Phillip. She says, "Look it, honey, that's the ride. The new ride, the favorite color and style." They both hugged and embraced each other. Thanks to Carlton Phillip Motor Pool, Fogole, telephone, email.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
For over 55 years, ICWI has stood strong, protecting homes and properties across the Caribbean. Through every storm, every challenge, we've been tried, tested, and trusted. With a robust reinsurance program, we're built to last and built to be there for you when you need us the most. Choose ICWI Property Insurance. Serving you is all we do. Visit ICWI.com. Call 767-440-4294. Visit us on 13 Castle Street in Roseau and on the corner of Harbor Lane and Holland Street in Portsmouth, or any of our agents.
DBS News.
Welcome back. Now for news from the region. St. Lucians will be required to obtain a visa to travel to Ireland from today, Monday, June 15. The St. Lucia's Migration Minister, Colm Brophy, said the move forms part of ongoing adjustments to Ireland's immigration controls. The requirement will also apply to nationals of St. Lucia and St. Kitts and Nevis and Nicaragua, and will extend to holders of diplomatic and service passports. In addition, a transit visa will be required for travelers passing through Ireland en route to another destination. On the international scene, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced a sweeping ban on social media use for those under 16, joining other countries around the world seeking to protect children online. It's a big step for the country, Starmer said in a recorded video message released on Monday. The ban will include social platforms like Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X, while there is no intention for messaging services like WhatsApp and Signal to be included, the government said in a release. That's news. The DBS Lunchtime Sports Update is up next.
Easy Max, get your money fast. Join the family. Call and find out now. You want that quick money to meet all of your needs. High speeds and top service. Easy Max family. Qualify for 7.5 or maybe 10,000. 2.0 is 15 grand. Easy Max, yours and mine.
West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents the Easy Max Family Loans. Easy Max Plus of $7,500. Easy Max Pro of $10,000 and Easy Max 2.0 of $15,000. Yes, contact us today at 449-6556 or 449-9343 or 295-2682. Terms and conditions apply. West Coast Credit Union, your only credible choice for success.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Gavin Richards with the Lunchtime Sports Update. Let's kick off with football news, as there's nothing to separate Spain and Cabo Verde so far as the FIFA World Cup continues today. Well, the two teams are still locked at 0-0. We're into the 68th minute of that encounter. Spain has dominated the match so far with 70% of the possession and about 15 shots on goal, but they have just not been able to get that breakthrough. So it's still 0-0, Spain and Cabo Verde. Meantime, the World Cup action will continue this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Belgium will take on Egypt. At 6 o'clock, Saudi Arabia will battle Uruguay. And 9 o'clock, Iran takes on New Zealand. Some more football news. The Dominica Football Association, in collaboration with CONCACAF, has launched a 3-day workshop to help improve the quality of officiating. Over 20 officials are being engaged in the program. The CONCACAF refereeing introductory course is being facilitated by FIFA referee instructor George Ramsey. We'll bring you some more on that at 6:20. Let's bring you up to date with some netball news, as the visiting BVI team made it 2 wins in a row as they continued with their tour of Dominica. Of course, they took down the Bambish Tootswells 40-15 last night at Windsor Park. The BVI team will play the national champions, the Spartans, tonight. In cycling news, Isiel Green won the first ever national time trials event organized by the Dominica Cycling Association yesterday. Green completed the quick race from Marbois Bar to Canefield and back in a time of 12 minutes and 26 seconds. We'll give you some more details on that race this evening. We can also tell you in some volleyball that the defending men's Division 1 volleyball champions, Club 1, they've secured the top seed heading into the playoffs after beating MCCUI Sunrise in a 5-set thriller yesterday at the Massac Indoor Facility. We'll tell you more about that game and the other matches in the Volleyball League this evening. Basketball news very quickly. The defending DABA Division 1 champions, the Dr. Daru Prichler Sports Club Falcons, but they've secured the second seed ahead of this week's playoffs in the Division 1 League. The Falcons got past the Maho Gators in the final regular season match of the weekend, last weekend. And a maiden 5-wicket haul from Shama Joseph, a half-century from Shufrin Rutherford, and a cameo from Jason Holder as the West Indies beat Sri Lanka by 5 wickets in the third T20 at Sabina Park last night. The West Indies won that series 2-1. We can also quickly tell you, before we head to the lotto draw, that Delani Alexander got a first innings 5-wicket haul. Vincent Lewis 7 wickets in the second innings as the Najiko Northern Stars secured first innings points in their matchup with the defending champions KFC Summits as the Cricket Association's NCCU Premier League continued on the weekend. We can also let you know that the Tremors, they defeated the Signman Kalinago Blasters, and the Granby Credit Union Colts secured the first innings points in their match against Mao. We'll have a full roundup of the cricket action this evening, and we'll also have a full roundup of the Premier League action. The DFA Premier League, we had Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC making it 8 straight wins as they picked up a win yesterday as the Premier League continued. They took down Middleham United 3-1. We had the Belfast Estate Mahusuka Strikers also keeping pace with the league leaders as they beat Promex Harlem United 2-0. Of course, I will hear from representatives of the Dubla team and the Mahu team at 6:20 this evening. There was also a big win for Sajiko Southeast as they crushed the Valvoline Way United 6-2. Bath Estate also got 3 points for a 3-2 win over Point Michel. And the Roosevelt Scarlet Bombers edged out the Do-It Center Mighty Avengers 3-2. Like we said, we'll have a full roundup of the football activities this evening. That's a look at the lunchtime sports. I think we have enough time to head back to Ali and Christopher for a recap of the headlines of the news.
DBS News.
For the recap of the headlines, PAHO makes a significant contribution to strengthening health surveillance and digital health systems in Dominica. From the region, new visa requirement announced for St. Lucia travel to Ireland, and internationally, Britain unveils sweeping ban on social media for under 16s. It's now time for your Lotto Draw on DBS Radio.
A new year offers new beginnings, new opportunities, and Nagico Insurances is excited to be on this journey with you because our happiness is to serve you. With our wide selection of insurance products, we provide coverage you can count on for all the important moments in your life. From comprehensive home and motor insurance to business protection, contact us today at nagico.com for more information. Nagico Insurances. Fast, fair, and always there.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to apologize. Look like we won't be in with the national lotteries and the draws for this afternoon, and we want to apologize for that. But we will continue with the community bulletin board, and we'll head back to Zari Williams in a few moments' time.
Personne passe à dire pour dire nous. But if they could, they would say something like this. I like Linus Vepladu. I wanted to tell my daughter, my family brought me to Linus after I die. And the way Linus took care of my body with respect and dignity, ma jamais t'avais qu'à te spécial à l'émotif vivant. Linus Funeral Home, 30 years of experience, professional, reliable and compassionate service. We've had 24-hour emergency service. So là, mon numéro, pas quitter un yen bazou diwa, qui est 449-1800, 275-7564, 449-2100, or the emergency number 277-1800. Ever quitter tout besoin la Linus. That time is for you to breathe and grieve. Linus is not willing that any should die, but Bobot, Zandra, you must go. So when you go with the best chaperone, Linus Funeral Home. Maman tout femme dit, si c'est pas Linus, il va venir à l'épied.
The death of Jeremiah Prosper, better known as Jerry, age 43, of Mornjon. He died on Sunday, May 24th at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. He will be remembered by his four sisters, Eugenia Pascal, Bibiana Romaine, Margna, and Georgiana Prosper. 8 brothers, John Romaine, Richardson, Cletus, Aline, and Abraham Pascal. Alvis, Donald, and George Prosper. 6 aunts, Greta, Gertrude, Anita, Helena, Bernadette, and Vanya Prosper. 1 uncle, Masley Prosper. Nieces, Tracy and Tamisha Cozy. Unica, Kim, and Mara Austri. Anisha Labad, Delia, Makiba, Tracy, Kana, Marissa and Lily Pascal, Wendy, Salvina, Saj, Saja, Sheena and Nalver. Nephews, Danielle, Andy and Travis Austri, Nigel and Dean Romaine. Clayan, Clayson, Clavin, Vitas, Digra and Bernard Pascal, Davin, Montal, and Keanu. Brother-in-law, Harrigan Austri. Great-grandnieces and nephews, Haley, Tassani, Kenji, Emma, Nieli, Nielia, Deliana, Nyron, Sally, Neely, Tessie, Adrian, Murphy, Gershon, Lershon, Lerwana, Adira, Hayden, Dylan, Jamil, Naheimer, Nahisha, Tiana, Shaya, Kowal, and Risha. Cousins, Cordelia, Pierre, Curlin, Arpy, Jocelyn, Clint, and Brain. Philip Matten. Well, that's Philip Mata. Therese Mata. Marilyn Joseph. Ricky Marta, or Matten. Andrina Matten, and Dorian Pierre. Close friends, Mr. Gerard Joseph, Philippe Lanford, Cyrilia, Paula Bernard, Felix, Josephine Matthew, Honorable Greta Roberts, Wendy, Mr. Joe and family, Narissa, Kaim, Rocco, Gapina, Diana, Rainbow, Lily, Flap, Jack, Vina, Jennifer, Marky, Casilda, and the entire communities of Grand Fond, Rivière-sur-Rique, Morne-Jean,